What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, look, man. I gotta have this conversation with my fellow Xbox gamers. All right, a lot of things have been going on lately that I didn't want to admit were caused by Game Pass, but I've jumped in a few different spaces, have hopped on a few different podcasts, I have had that Discord with people that have expressed a concern for Game Pass. Now I'll be honest with you, when I first hear it and I'm listening to it, right? I don't know if maybe my emotion about it doesn't let me understand what they're saying and I don't fully agree at that moment. But as time went on, I thought about it and I realized that there's a lot of truth to what they're saying. So before you click off though, let me let me let me explain it to you. If you already hit that dislike button, I understand, but let me just explain it to you, okay? So Outriders not being developers not being paid by Square Enix, that is Game Pass's fault. I can see it. If you connect the dots, you'll be able to see it. And I'll explain it to you here in a second. Halo Infinite not having all its modes at launch, Game Pass's fault. Again, if you connect the dots, you'll be able to see it. But I'm going to explain it to you. So hopefully you're still with me right now. Even if you're upset, you're still with me. The best way that I can explain that situation is give you other examples. I'm just gonna keep throwing examples to you as to how this is all Game Pass's fault, and we just gotta be honest with ourselves, okay? So yesterday I was driving, and I got pulled over. Okay, I got hit with reckless driving. Okay, I gotta go to court because I'm fighting it because I'll tell you right now. Anyways, I get pulled over. Right, the cop says that I was reckless driving. This is what happened. As I drive into work, there's this red light that it's a long red light. Okay, so I take the same route every single day, so I know exactly how long that light is. I'm driving to work. I stop at this red light. Okay, as I'm stopped at this red light, I'm thinking about I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't even know why I did it, but regardless, as you guys know, I've been playing Ori a lot, right? So I'm sitting at this red light, and I'm like, you know what? I probably have enough time to pop in a quick game of Ori and see if I could just beat this one little stage or whatever. And if anything, I would just go ahead and pause it once the light turns green or whatever. So I go ahead and I grab my Razer Kishi. I pop it into my controller. Again, it's a long red light. I know how long this light is, right? And I hop into to XCloud, right? I have XCloud because I've subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate, right? So the game kicks in and I'm playing, and as I'm playing, right, the light turns green. Now I have a choice. This is a very hard part in Ori. I have a choice. I either put the phone down, put both hands on the steering wheel, and I drive, or what I did was, because it just makes sense, I just grabbed the Razer Kishi in the phone, and then I put my hand on the steering wheel, and I just drove like that. As I was driving like that, right, everything would have been good, but I hit a pothole, and then the car swerved a little bit, and there just happened to be a cop there. He stops me, pulls me over, hits me for reckless driving or whatever, right? Now, if you connect the dots, you would see how that was Game Pass's fault. Because if I didn't have Game Pass and I didn't subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, I wouldn't have had xCloud, which means I wouldn't have had the ability to play Ori on the go, which means I would have never bought the Razer Kishi. And then I would have never been in that situation where my hands would have been like that. So you see how all that connects? That's all a connection. So that ticket is Game Pass's fault. So that's what I'm fighting, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I kept doing more research as far as like Game Pass and the stuff that it's creating, and then I found this out as well. Okay, do you guys remember Malice at the Palace? I think is what they called it, right? Where his name is Meta World Peace now, but I think at the time was like Ron Artest, whatever. He ran into the stands and he started fighting some of the people in the stands. Well, there's actually a documentary on Netflix about it. And if you look at the documentary, there's actually footnotes at the end of the documentary. You gotta get all the way to the end where it talks about exactly what happened at that moment. So in the documentary, they tell you how, a bottle was thrown and you see the bottle and the bottle hits him in his chest and he gets up and he runs into the stand and he starts beating him up, right? Beating up the guy. Right? But what they don't tell you in the documentary that you gotta look in the footnote is that he didn't get mad because of the bottle that hit him in the chest. The reason he got mad was when the bottle was thrown at it, he looked and he could see as the bottle was coming at him what was inside the bottle. And inside the bottle was a 3 month trial of Game Pass. And he's got a lot of money, so he buys games. So he got really mad that somebody would give him a 3 month trial of Game Pass, hit him in the chest, got mad, got up, went boom, beat up the thing. The Palace, the Malice in the Palace or whatever it's called, that was Game Pass's fault. That was Game Pass's fault. Like that's incredible. Another one too. You guys know when you guys remember? I think it was the finals. It was the Cavs and the Warriors and George Hill. I think was shooting the free throw. Right, it was a tie game. I think he made the first one to tie the game, and then the second one he missed. And J.R. Smith grabbed the ball, and as he grabbed the ball, he ran. He thought they were winning, and he was going to run off the time or whatever, right? And you see like LeBron James get mad at him because he should chuck the ball back up. Well, come later to find out, they asked LeBron if he knew what J.R. Smith was thinking, and what was in his head, what was in J.R. Smith's head was that as he grabbed that ball, he didn't realize what the score was because he's so used to getting good deals because he's a Game Pass subscriber that he thought he was ahead. He's always used to having more than what he should have. So he thought they were ahead, and that's why he ran out the clock. And the Cavs lost that game because then it went to overtime and they couldn't come back from it. So that's Game Pass's fault. Okay, that's Game Pass's fault. Another situation I found out as well. So this one is a little bit more underground. Some of you guys might not know, but in battle rap, there's this really famous moment where Averb is battling Hitman Holla, and he goes, "Hey, Big Gerald," and Big Gerald happens to be Hitman Holla's father, right? And he's giving him a whole scheme as he's talking down to him, right? And Big Gerald actually screams from the crowd, "Yes, sir!" And he goes, "That's how you talk to your son," and the whole crowd exploded, right? Later to find out, if you look into it, Big Gerald wasn't actually answering that answer. He wasn't answering Averb. Somebody offered him 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate for free. They were like, "Do you want it?" And he was like, "Yes, sir." And boom, it was just right timing, right moment. Game Pass's fault. So Hitman lost that battle or that moment because of Game Pass. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that Game Pass is messing up. And all you got to do is be smart enough to connect the dots. And if you could do that, you would see how Game Pass is ultimately going to end gaming. I know the gaming industry is doing better than it's ever done before, and it's like amazing how well it's doing, but Game Pass by itself is going to destroy the gaming industry. All you got to do is connect the dots. So it's Game Pass's fault. Dog 1985, yo, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.